Isaiah Suarez, and I'm going to teach you guys how to 360 Pop-Shuvit, and this is my sandwich.
I'm Dane Holzschuh. I'm going to teach you how to 360 Pop-Shuvit. Cheers.
Good enough.
Foot positioning is weird for this trick. I do them really weird. My foot is kind of like, my foot on the back is like this. That's kind of the norm. I think that's what most people do. But for the front, my foot's kind of like way higher up than I think most people do. And a little bit straighter. I think people kind of tilt their foot maybe. I don't know. Guess it's like that. Yeah, that's about right. That's what I do. So, the how-to of it, I don't really do them that great. So, I'm going to say how to do this, and then Isaiah's going to say how he does it, because he's got it way more consistent. So when you do it, you pop the tail, but it's kind of just it's instantly scooping. And by the time your tail hits the ground, it's probably already about there, from here. What do you think? Is that about right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, by the time you get to it.
Correct.
And then your front foot is kind of just, kind of out of the equation the way I do it. Your foot just kind of gets away from the board. Kind of just lift it up, don't really pay attention to it. And the key to getting the rotation of the shove, for me, is it's kind of a pressure-free shove. My foot's like, toes are right in the dip. Scoops, does the shove however it does it. And my front foot kind of just comes back from like up, and then lands. Back foot comes back from over here, lands. You catch with your front foot on this trick. I think I'm done. Yeah? Yeah, I'm done.
Oh yeah, this is my basement.
Everyone has their own different way on how to do 360 Pop-Shuvits, but of course Dane taught you his way, this is my way.
My way sucks.
So, what you gotta do, he said keep your foot like tilted, but that works for some people, slightly, but if you have a problem, if you like try to do it and it like flips a little bit, that means you gotta keep your foot, you gotta be one of those people who keep your foot straight, like this. And just keep it up here, like up here, kind of slightly behind the bolts, or in the middle, towards the middle. And then your back foot, kind of weird too. So then you kind of, people do it like this too, but of course it's kind of like simultaneous, kind of like similar to a tray flip in a way. Keep your front foot in the middle, straight, or tilted. So I prefer straight. So then, so people put their feet like a tray flip, but that kind of like gets the rotation too, like a tray flip. So what I like to do is kind of have it like perfectly straight, like square off with the tail, so you can avoid the like flipping and stuff like that. Because when you pop it like straight down like this, it's kind of like it stays like perfectly. And you gotta scoop it really good, kind of like you do a tray flip. Basically like doing a tray flip, but like keeping your front foot straight and keeping your toes squared off with the board and your feet. And then when you pop it, what I kind of like to do is kind of push my front foot forward a little bit and lift up your knee at the same time. Because then when you do it, it kind of like stays. The front foot stays with it.
I can't believe I forgot to mention that.
And when you, I know a lot of people do it differently. Like this is a really weird trick. Because like Dane said, some people like hang out their front foot like they do with the tray flip. So then you get a better rotation. If you ever try to do one here, my first day back skating in like 2 weeks because of my concussion.
Multiple concussions, kind of.
Sort of.
Telling the story.
Then you have your back foot square off with the tail. You pop it and you scoop it like a tray flip, basically. Kind of like, you kind of do the same motion, but like do straight back. So you get the more, because if you slightly go like this, it can like, I don't know how to explain it, you can just, more of an impossible. So there you go. That's how you do it, and we'll see if we can do it. I'm scared, but you get the motion. So, get the idea.
There's the how-to. Another thing I forgot to mention when I do 3 shoves rather than like kind of like weird impossible 3 shove thing I envision Mike Mo's version of front foot impossible going the regular impossible way. It's in his 5-on flat if you need to know. I kind of think of it as just popping so that my front foot gets around the board, but it helps me land, so it's good enough.
Alright, so rolling, then pop. As soon as you're popping, you're already scooping. Boom, pop, front foot stays stiff. Come back, catch both feet. Roll this way sketchy like I did. Hopefully not though. There you go.
Alright, before you guys like even try to do this trick, you definitely gotta learn how to get good Pop-Shuvits really well.
Yes.
So, I don't know if that's, well, you know what I mean.
Trying to do it not moving is harder.
Anyways.
Whatever. Oh, you really should be moving for this trick, right? Maybe learn it fakie first, if you want to.
Fakie, yeah, fakie is so much easier, like, to be honest.
I always did it fakie first.
Like, people learn how to do fakie first, and it's just a lot easier, because you can get, like, the rotation better. There's mistakes, a lot of mistakes, there's weird ones, because this is such an awkward trick, but one is where you kind of flip the board while you're kind of doing it. Like, you get in your position, and you, like, almost like a tree shot, honestly. So what you gotta fix that, maybe your feet might be a little bit too like this. If your feet are straight, and focus on keeping your front foot, like lift up your knees with it, and like pretend like, this is a good idea, kind of pretend that you're trying to get your front foot on the bolt, like leaving it. Like as you pop it, kind of like look at your feet and kind of like follow like the bolts kind of.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, the way I do that is I keep my front leg straight, but I kind of just pull it forward, not flicking it off, but kind of just up and out, like here, and then go out straight, and then weight over the front on the front foot. I forgot to mention that.
And when you're also flipping it, is maybe because kind of like just trying to, maybe you think you're not doing it, but you're probably kind of like going more this way or out here. You gotta make sure your kick out more like straight, like crooked, straight, so then you can like leave your board and like avoid from flipping. Another mistake is where you don't pop them. I don't know, like another way to learn 3 shoves first is just like spinning them. Like that's how I learned them first. Like spinning them like that. But
That looked really nice.
so then you pop it. Like if you want to start popping, because I recently started to pop 360 Shuvits like this summer.
Yeah.
Like a lot of variations, like big spins and stuff. I started doing that this summer.
Same here, like
Felt really good.
with popping.
So what you gotta do? Maybe your feet are more like up here, or maybe your feet might be too like in here. Because when you try to pop it up here, actually like flip really fast, but you know what I mean. Your feet, your back foot might be in an awkward position, and it just avoids it from like actually popping from the ground. So like I said, make sure you actually have it over here, straight off of the tail perfectly, so you can get that good pop and that good scoop. So another problem. What's another one, Dane?
Doing a 270 shove, like it falls under rotation, but it's kind of like it feels like a different problem.
You explain.
So I would get the 3 shove almost, but it would do 270 instead of 360. I would just kind of land like that, like start like this, does that, but I land over here. If you're trying to do a 360 Pop-Shuvit, and then you have the problem of not popping it, just go with it, learn popping it whenever you feel like it, I guess.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Like, for the longest time, I just didn't even, I still sometimes just like slide it. Variations. 540 shoves.
We're doing
fakie 540 big spins. Doing fakie because it's fun, and it's too hard and flat doing a regular bigger spin.
tray flip. It's just a flip. Cool.
360 flip. Yeah, Monday, December 9th, around 7:30 in the afternoon. I, Isaiah Suarez, was skateboarding in my basement. So as I was trying to aim the heel, Pot did everything right, but then my went over here, and then my front foot slammed right into my eye. This is how my eye looked.
That's better. Okay, so that's what happened to Isaiah. I got hurt too.
Since it was that Monday, so I wasn't really skating for a while, and I was just waiting for my eye to heal. So then it was Sunday afternoon. Sunday that day, I went to Familia skate park in Minneapolis. Great park, great people. So check them out if you haven't seen them. Anyways, I was skating there, and I guess I've probably had like a minor concussion when I hit my eye, because you can get a concussion anywhere in your face, obviously. But as I was skating in Familia, like doing the stairs, over like doing hips and all that stuff, kind of like shook my brain a little bit, because my brain was like a little bit vulnerable, kind of shaking.
Shout out your Instagram. Tell them to check out the clips.
Oh, Isaiah Suarez. It's just my name, basically. It shook my head a lot. So then, I started having those symptoms like Sunday afternoon. So then, I didn't go to the doctor till Wednesday. So I was going to school for 3 days with a concussion, which is pretty insane. So at Wednesday, I was just like, oh, something's wrong with my head. So I went to the doctor and said I had a concussion. So I hadn't been able to skate for 2 weeks because I was strict. It was strict rules for me to go into reps and just limit physical activity and screens and stuff. But I'm back today.